Assalamu alaikum children, and welcome to another episode of the Butterfly Corner on Hilaal TV. My name is Samira and I'll be keeping you company every single day. Have you been watching on DSTV channel 347 or have you been watching on YouTube or live on our website? Wherever you're watching from, I'm so glad that you're here. I'd love to have you in studio with us, so if you'd like to be here with me, you know what to do. Send us a message and inshallah we can make arrangements to meet you. Children, have you been watching our special broadcasts? We were visiting schools all around. I love visiting schools and I love chatting to all of you. So don't worry, if you'd like us to have it at your school, you just need to send us a message, ask mommy or daddy for permission, and inshallah we'll make arrangements. Children, do you know that during these beautiful months, if we remember Allah, Allah will remember you? Did you know when you make the dhikr of Allah, Allah will remember your name amongst a gathering even better? That's the gathering of the angels. Can you imagine when you simply think of Allah and make the dhikr of Allah, Allah will take your name amongst the angels. Can you imagine how loved you'll be by Allah? How do we remember Allah and how do we take the name of Allah? By making the dhikr of Allah, of course. Now, talking about Allah and learning about Allah, when we read these wonderful stories on Hilaal, we know that we read them so that we can learn good morals, good akhlaq, and learn the sunnah of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, isn't it? So children, let's read another story so that we can try and learn from it and make our akhlaq and our character like our Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so that we too can get Jannah. Today's story is called A Special Meal. Let's read it together. Talha was invited for supper by his friend Yunus. They had recently become friends, and this would be Talha's first time to visit by Yunus's home. His father drove him there after Maghrib. Yunus was waiting at the gate. The boys made salam to one another and Yunus offered to show Talha his home. Talha was surprised to see the inside of the house. Unlike his own house, this house was very simple. He expected to see a large dining room table with ginormous chairs. That's how his home was. But in this home, there was no table and no chairs. There was a tablecloth laid out on the floor. On top of the tablecloth was a few cups and a few plates. Talha wondered if there would be enough for everybody. He thought to himself, maybe Yunus's family can't afford to buy a table and can't afford to buy more dishes. Talha was very confused, so he asked Yunus and said, "My friend, why is there no table in your dining room? Can your daddy not afford to buy one?" Yunus was very amused. "We used to have a table," he said, "but my daddy sold it so that we could become rich." Talha was even more confused. How does selling a table make you rich? Did you sell it for a lot of money? He asked. No, we sold it because we want to eat on the floor. This will make us rich in the akhirah, inshallah. You see, my friend, said Yunus, our Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam always sat on the floor when he ate. By doing the same, we are following a sunnah, and there's great reward for following a sunnah, especially those sunnahs that other people don't practice very often. Talha was amazed to hear this. He immediately wanted to know more. Okay, You sold your table to be rich in the Akhirah. But why are there so few plates and cups on the floor? Well, did you know by sharing plates, you are following the Sunnah too? Sharing plates to follow the Sunnah? Talha was very amused. You see, sharing your plate increases the love between people. Today, you and I will share a plate, my friend, said Yunus. Just then, it was time for supper. The boys went to wash their hands and gargle their mouths. They sat down on the floor to eat. Mommy placed a steaming platter of food on the tablecloth. Yunus's mummy reminded the boys to recite Bismillah. This was very helpful because often Talha forgot. Talha and Yunus shared from the same plate. It was a new experience for Talha and he really enjoyed it. He noticed that Yunus and his brother did not fuss about the food that they had at home. They only used 3 fingers to eat, and they only ate from the part of the plate that was closest to them. Talha realized this was probably a sunnah too and decided to copy them and do it just like they did. Talha had learned so much from his friend. He had learned to sit on the floor and eat. He had learned to share a plate with the people whom he loves. He had learned to say Bismillah and read the dua before eating and to eat only with 3 fingers. He had learned always to remember the duas. He was amazed to see that Yunus and his brother helped to clean up afterwards as well. He had learned so much from this special meal at this wonderful friend's home. He was embarrassed that he didn't do it at his home, and he made up his mind that from that day forward, he would make an effort to learn and to remind his mommy and daddy to do the same at their home, insha'Allah. My children, will you try and do the same at your home? Will you go and remind mommy and daddy that they need to follow the sunnah too? Or will you forget and move on? I hope you'll practice it, insha'Allah, because when you do a good deed and you teach others to do a good deed, then you will get a reward for all of them doing those good deeds. So I hope, insha'Allah, you too will remember to eat, just like Talha and Yunus did at his wonderful special meal. Now let's go for a quick break, and insha'Allah, when we come back, we'll do some arts and crafts. Stay tuned. Welcome back, children. Children, today we're going to be making a little art and craft that's so much fun and so easy to keep hanging around. Do you know what we're making today? Today we're going to make ice cream stick butterflies, of course, for the butterfly corner. Who knows, maybe we can make tons and tons and hang them all around all over the Hilaal TV studios. How cool would that be? Can you imagine if they're doing another show like the news or one of the other talk shows and all of our butterflies were hanging everywhere? I think that's an idea, don't you? For our little ice cream stick butterflies, this is what you'll need. You'll need some ice cream sticks. Now you can use the big ice cream sticks or the little ice cream sticks. You can use the colored ones or the plain ones. We can have so much fun with them. You're going to need some paper or some cardboard. You're going to need some markers or paint or anything to decorate. And you're going to need some tape. If you'd like to make your beautiful butterfly, you can decorate it however you like. I'm going to make a little simple one, and you can add on from there. Let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is to take a pencil and draw out a little butterfly. Bismillah, let's begin. The first thing we need to do is to make sure we have space or a line where our ice cream stick is going to go. Now this line is going to be a light line. You don't have to cut it out. Then I'm going to use that line and fold my page in half. Just like that. Let's move these to the side for a moment so that you can see what I'm doing. With your page folded in half, we're going to do one wing of our little butterfly. Our little butterfly wing goes up and down and up again like that. Now I know you're wondering, how are we going to get both wings to look the same? See, that's why we folded the page in half. Now when we cut out our wing, both sides will be the same size. How clever is that? Come on, let's cut it out together. Don't forget, use a blunt nose scissor. Ask Mummy or Daddy or your bigger brother or sister for help. Don't try and cut on your own. It can be very dangerous to use scissors. But if you're allowed to use scissors, go ahead. Don't forget to make the dhikr of Allah while you're cutting your little butterfly out. Let's cut together. While we're cutting, what dhikr should we make? I know, let's say Allahu Akbar for all the beautiful different colors, shapes and sizes of butterflies that you get. My little ones, doesn't that remind you of you? Different shapes and colors and sizes too? Alhamdulillah. Don't forget to make dua for the little butterflies that are sitting in Palestine, our beautiful little children and adults, mummies and daddies too. The little children in Palestine are going through so much, but don't worry, Allah is with them. Come on, let's cut it out. I'm going to cut out our little butterfly wings like that. I know you may think it doesn't look like a butterfly wing yet, but once it's all cut out, it will, inshallah. Just like that. Let's put this over on the side now. Look, children, when you open it up, look what happens. The two sides are exactly the same, mashallah. Let's decorate it together now. You can decorate yours any way you want. I'm going to make designs on mine. I'm going to do little circles and little polka dots. You can color your butterfly in any way you like. Come on, children, let's do it together. I'm going to make little butterfly dots all over. I'm going to make my little dots in blue and pink. What color are you going to color your butterfly? Is your butterfly going to be big or super small? Is it going to be short or giant and tall? Children, whatever color you do it, don't forget to send me a picture of it on our special number. Do you remember the number? Let's say it together. 082 641 5789. While we're doing the dots on the other side now, why don't we make the dhikr of Allah? We were saying Allahu Akbar, weren't we? Let's say it together. Allahu Akbar, 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 Allahu Akbar. I'm going to do pink dots now, and I'm going to carry on making the dhikr of Allah. This time, I'm going to say Subhanallah, 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 Subhanallah. Children, do you remember the du'as we learnt in the month of Ramadan? The du'a for Jannah? Remember, even if it's not the month of Ramadan, you can still carry on making this du'a. And the du'a for Allah to save us from Jahannam. Let's say the two du'as together. The du'a for Allah to bless us with Jannah. Allahumma adkhilni Jannatul Firdaus. We said it over and over in the beautiful month of Ramadan, didn't we? Were you watching? Let's say the dua for Allah to save us from the fire of Jahannam. This dua should be read 7 times after Fajr and 7 times after Maghrib, insha'Allah, so that if you pass away in that time, Allah will save you from the fire of Jahannam. Allahumma ajirni minan nar. Allahumma ajirni minan nar. Don't forget these du'as. Because it's not the month of Ramadan, doesn't mean that you have to stop reading them. In fact, all the good habits that you made up in Ramadan should be kept after Ramadan too. Let's go on with our little butterfly. The next thing I'm going to do now is to take my tape and stick on my butterfly wings to my little butterfly. Just like this. There we go. And this tape will hold our butterfly wings nice and secure. If you want to use wood glue or press stick or normal glue, you can too. The only thing that's missing is a little smiley face for our beautiful butterfly, isn't it? Just like that. I think we need to make tons of these and hang them all around. What do you think? Do you think that's a good idea? My little butterflies, did you have fun drawing our little butterflies and making our ice cream stick butterflies? I know I did. Don't forget to send me a picture of your butterflies and hang them all around. But unfortunately, Butterfly and I have to go. We've come to the end of another show. Don't worry, we'll be back again soon. Don't forget to send me a message. I'll be waiting to hear from you. Until next time, fi amanillah, ma'as salama.